A very good evening to you from Grassoots Show. The Grassoots Show is Mal Lee. Hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend up to now. Enjoyed yourselves, enjoyed your football, been fantastic on the lines, sidelines I'm talking about. And if you've been a irate parent or spectator, I hope you've now realised that you need to take your referee's course just to calm yourselves down on the sidelines. Whatever you are, whatever you've been doing, whatever you've done today, yesterday, and if you think you are irate, stay away from that game and give everyone else a chance of playing without any hassle. Remind yourself that you should not be allowed at grassroots football until you've changed, and people can change. As you know yourself, I'm going to be reading out a little bit very shortly indeed, because we have a little message for Col Fulton, who's retiring today from, or has retired today from grassroots football. But we'll just go on to the Premier League at the moment. Yeah, obviously we conceded the league at London Stadium. That's when we done it. Yeah, we lost the league at London Stadium. What more could we say? What more? Unless these teams falter. Yes, it's not over to the fat lady sitting, so you can't lose the league anyway at the moment until it's mathematically impossible that we can't win it. Just saying, just for the record, everyone. Anyway, congratulations to Everton for staying up. It's going to be boring now, isn't it? So I'll have to pump the ball up now because it was going down. Anyway, there you go. So well done to Everton and all my friends, all the Evertonians. Have been giving me loads and loads of stick lately. Well done. Nothing to play for now. It's a boring season, isn't it? So you can all start planning for next season. Like us, it's all over probably. And I hate this part of the season, you know, when you're watching other teams fighting out for everything else and you're not involved, and you just sort of like, and there's no real underdogs. Is the Manchester derby in the FA Cup. We want both to lose, don't we? Yes, we do, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, yeah, we've got to put up with that one. And hopefully next year, you never ever know, it could be Liverpool and Everton in one of these cup finals. It's been a while, hasn't it? Let's get Merseyside bubbling going next year. And yeah, keep the banter going. That's what it's all about. But it's, I don't think there's much banter that we can say at the moment, is there? Win, lose or draw, does it really matter now? Everyone's planning away for their holidays, everyone's planning for summer leagues, everyone's planning, you name it, to get new kits, new grounds, what, you name it, balls, everything. Yeah, the new season is also underway for grassroots football. So wherever you've been and whatever you've done, I hope all the results have gone well for you. And I know there's teams out there, grassroots teams, that have got catch up to play, because they've been playing on the grass and they're throwing 2 games a week in now, I think, to make catch up, and hopefully you can get your end of the season done and dusted, because there's some extensions into June, what I've heard, to catch them up. But yeah, are they still more? But now what you'll find is the pitches will go very hard indeed if we have no rain. I was walking up across one yesterday, and we've had no rain, I think, just for a few days and what have you. But I could see that the hardness coming into the pitch already. You know, when you start hearing those thuds of studs on the pitches, yeah, it makes it tougher underfoot anyway. So it's all coming in. Well, are we ever happy at grassroots football? Are we ever happy? You need to be happy. You need to go out there and support the kids. You need to go out and support each other, and also our referees and committees. They all do a fab job in grassroots football, and everyone's planning now for the new season already. It just flies. But yeah, I'm stepping down myself as well, but more details into that from the club I'm talking about. But I'll give you details regarding that very soon indeed. Now then, football is brilliant in grassroots football. I've been in it for many years, 40 odd years myself, and still going more or less towards this campaign that we've been doing for over 20 odd years, you know. Yeah, over 20 odd years in the campaign, and I've been involved in grassroots football for over 40 years. Not running teams, on and off if you know what I mean, watching games. But the majority was running teams, and I've just done another 2 years being involved in kids football as well. But time to come to wind down and do other things as well. Still being involved in grassroots football obviously, but in different ways. Now we want to go on to a little story that, you know, I've got a great friend, everyone knows, Col Fulton, fundraiser, does everything for charities, helps out communities, is non-stop, and he's had some bad times as well, as we all know. Well, today saw the day of Col Fulton retiring from grassroots football. That's running teams from the sidelines, so we won't be managing any more teams. Whether we get him involved in possibly other things in grassroots football is another matter to take up indeed. But Col will not be managing any football teams whatsoever now. He's retiring from that, and yeah, good luck to the man. He's through his record, he's been losing 8 cup finals in the Walton and Caredale Junior League, and that's over the 4 years. He was also lost 2 in Skem, but he did win 2 doubles. Col did win 2 doubles, so well done on that one. And he lost the league. This is a cracker, this one. He lost the league when he was 8 points clear with 2 games in hand. Now, you make of it what you will, but yeah, you can say that throughout those years, Col's been having a bit of a poor time, some good times, some poor times, or unlucky times, should we say, because if you're getting into finals, and if you're getting in to runners up in leagues and things like that, well, someone's doing the right job, but very, very unlucky indeed. And it puts in perspective, doesn't it, about Liverpool Football Club over the one season. So there you go, makes you feel a little bit better. But Col has massive memories, good and some bad memories, we all do, over the years that he's been running grassroots football teams. And he sent me a message saying that the one thing that really changed the perspective on his football game was meeting myself. And he always, and he brings this up because Col had a little bit of a reputation about having a go at referees throughout those games, throughout the seasons in grassroots football, and he became known for it. And I obviously bumped into Col, and we got talking, and week in, week out, as friendships grow, as we all know, in grassroots football. And Col tells me that I changed the way he watches football, acts on the sidelines, and he enjoys it more. He enjoys it more because he was stressed out, he was having a go at referees, and he learned that you can't win games having a go at referees. But looking at Col's record, it doesn't look like he could win games anyway. Now, are you blaming all these referees, Col, for all these losses? No, he doesn't. And I've seen him. And I've also had a report off a referee saying, "What have you done to Col Fulton? God, he used to be terrible on the sidelines. He's brilliant now, he's great. Really, really friendly." So I can understand where Col's coming from. And that is what we're all about as well. Don't cross the line. And it makes it feel worthwhile when we have someone like Col turning around and saying, we changed the way he watches games and he enjoys it a lot more. Thanks for those memories, Col, and thanks for, you know, us being part of your memories. That's great. Take that to your grave, mate. We're there. Don't cross the line. Well done. Anyway, Col says also, we'll get on to this now. Now, later on, this is when Col's in his years, his prime years, shall we say. Col won in the Walton and Caredale, won the league in the Walton and Caredale when he was the manager of the Boffin. Well done, Col. He was 19 years of age when he started grassroots football. And it was a lad called Jeff Longworth who got him involved in this. Now, many must know Jeff as well, was involved in grassroots football. But Col has had some really, really fond memories, and he also won trophies with SSPP, which is brilliant. Well done, Col, on that one. You know, you can see he started to improve in his later days. That's because he was starting to, you know, meet us and realise, I don't on SSPP days, that Col was that gentleman that he is now. And anyone who met Col, anyone who sees Col on grassroots football will know what I'm talking about. He is a gentleman and a scholar, and he is part and parcel of grassroots football, and he's all for the kids. He is all for the kids, and if he doesn't win, he doesn't win. If he loses, he loses. You know, he's got to take it all in his stride now, and today was exactly that day as well. But we hope to have Col in the studio on Friday with our young commentators, and they can ask him what grassroots football's been all about, you know, and I think it'd be brilliant to get the message across to other managers who are just starting up, other managers who have been in the game exactly the same time as myself, or Col as well, and they step down as well. You know, Col's got some fond memories that you can hear in his own words, and it'll come across a lot better, probably emotional, because it was a very emotional day, I believe, today with Col, and I was there anyway, shook the hand of the man. But I'll be seeing Col all the time. Others won't, and it's a sorry mess to leave the kids in, I suppose. And that's where Col will be feeling it. He'll be like that, emotional. Yeah, you know, I've left the kids, I've made the decision, should have come back. Others will say, no, like water off a duck's back. Col will say this, but he'll be back. But he's adamant, he really is adamant, and I must admit, 40 years involved in grassroots football. As I say, Col's had some fantastic memories. He'll never look back on them, and you know, the rest is history. What's happened now, it's all history with Col in grassroots football, and it's a sad day for grassroots football, losing someone like that who's involved, and there's many people out there. I think they should have had a massive party for Col, give him a great send-off, not just sort of like walking out on a ground and just saying farewell to all the kids. But these things do happen, and maybe Col wouldn't have wanted a big send-off. I don't think he's that type of guy who wants all that, you know, just bow out gracefully as he does. Well, he's got 40 years of hard work, hard graft, and some good memories, some bad memories to look back on, and I'm sure he'll be doing that tonight, and he'll be very emotional over the next couple of days with his decision. So on behalf of Don't Cross the Line, all the grassroots teams, and I'm sure there'll be many out there who would like to send wishes to Col, and hope that his next venture is, well, absolutely fantastic if he doesn't come back. So happy retirement, Col, from grassroots football. You've got all the best from all of us, all your friends, all the kids, wishing you a really peaceful time and stress-free. You don't have to go out at these referees anymore because you got me there. And you might see Col by my side, never, you know, watching games instead of being involved in games. And yeah, happy smiling face like he's always got. Good luck to you, Col, from all of us here, especially for myself, and we'll be seeing you hopefully Friday so you can give your side of the story. 40 years in grassroots football, and we'll hear it right from the horse's mouth, as they say. Good luck, my friend. Anyway, yes, we're into grassroots football. We've got 6 minutes left of the show. I'm just having a drop of water. Not tears, wipe the tears away. There you go, Col. I've been crying with you. Good luck to you. Okay, now, next week, it's going to be a busy week as well. Champions League games as well. Looking forward to those ones. As I say, Aston Villa, the only English team in Europe now for us, so I'm sure they'll bring you home. I enjoyed their game yesterday. Yesterday. Aston Villa, Chelsea, great, 2-0 up. Chelsea come back. It's a pity Chelsea didn't fight like that against Arsenal. You know, what is the difference? What was the difference, and what made them have a little fight back now? And people are saying, oh, that kid who held the shirt. Oh, I love that. And I think we all need to do that. Get kids to hold the shirt up and say, fight for your shirt. We don't want your shirt. It makes a difference, that. It does make a difference, but there'll be many out there grabbing the shirts anyway, just to make a few bob on eBay. But no, it's a good message, and the commentator was saying, has this what's happened, you know, has this message got through to them? Well, they didn't look like that in the first half, it was the second half, so I don't think it really has. And Chelsea have been blowing hot and cold, so what's your team like? What do you think you can do to improve your Premier League team, your Championship team? You know, teams are coming up, teams are going down. Won't be Everton there, thankfully, over that. Sheffield United, yeah, they were relegated yesterday, but they've had one poor season. Dear me. Give us a fight, 2 games, and the rest they lay down. But we're Liverpool, everyone wants to beat us, and that must be great. Music to my ears, we must have something. No, can't be that we just hated. They are good teams, aren't they? They were coming to face us. Yeah. Anyway, if you've got Grassoots games coming up this midweek, and I know you have, because these are all the teams playing catch-up on 3G games, or pitches, and also on the grass pitches themselves, so good luck to you lot out there. I know our DXDL, they're catching up, under 8s. They've had many, well, I think they've only played 10 games now, so they're going to June in their league. So there'll be many others trying to do that. So good luck to all of you, but don't forget, whenever you go out and about, it's got to be respect on and off the field of play. You've got to support your referee, because that's what the referee is there for. You've got to make sure that the referees stay within the game. And there's many other referees coming in now, you see. Loads of young referees, especially in the North, Liverpool JFL on the Saturday. And other leagues as well, you're seeing loads and loads of referees with yellow armbands, younger kids coming in to take over the games as well. So things can't be bad in grassroots football. And this time last year, I think it was woeful on social media about the incidents that have been happening within grassroots football, the fights, the arguments, the parents getting involved. You know, there was like a parent yesterday when I was out and about, a little skirmish, but the parent was questioning, or the granddad was questioning decisions of the referee, and started shouting a little bit, but he was told in no uncertain terms to move off those pitches, and the committees will deal with that, and that was what happened. So well done to committees and having a stance towards these parents. Okay, we've got just over 2 minutes left of the show, so don't forget you've got games this midweek, and not just today. I want to hear about your games today, Saturday, what you thought, what you can do different in grassroots football. Is there any changes that you can make or you'd like to make with your team or your league, getting involved in all the county FA? They're all staying the same, all the admin fees, they're staying the same. So yeah, it's not about saving money, and I believe that the Liverpool County FA are one of the cheapest county FAs to deal with, but others all over the country. I'd like to know what your fees are, what you're paying out for your teams, and I know for a fact, a lot of experience now, exactly what we've been spending out on running a junior football team. So we'll have a little show on that maybe next week, and talk about that, how much it's costing yourselves to run a team. If there's any new managers coming in wanting to do a team, form a team, then they need to know just how much it's going to cost them when they get a team together. But honestly, brilliant if you can become a volunteer. There's too much of it now, and you know, to me, I'm stepping down because of the too much admin side of things, running things, trying to do the campaign, trying to do other things, and you've got to take a back seat and you've got to step back a little. You know, 2 years running the teams again, and I don't want to do that anymore. But I'll give you more information on that in the next couple of shows, so you know where we're up to. Okay, there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the show this evening. It was all about our Col retirement. Well done to Colin, and I'll catch up with Col next week, no doubt, with our young commentators, and they can ask him the questions. So don't forget, Col, you're in this show on Friday, so I'm booking a seat. You're booked in, you can't let the kids down. They're there, they've done an interview with you once before, but this will be different. This will go out and people will see, and yeah, they might give you some ideas themselves, and I bet you you come up with something on that evening. Okay, thanks very much everyone for tuning into the Grassroots Show. If you've got any questions, anything that you'd like to hear or want to see in grassroots football, please get in touch with myself, Mal at don'ttexttheline.com, and I'm sure we could work something out. Okay, even if you want to come into the show, give us a shout. We'll be back on Friday with our young commentators and guest, Carl Fulton. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, have a great weekend, and hopefully the next week flies because you're all back at work. And I think the kids break up for a couple of days, if I'm right, on May Day. Well, let's see what happens. From myself, Mal Lane, all the team at the Grassoots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Programme, Hearts of Gold Initiative, No Ref, No Game. We'll see you on Friday evening with our young commentators and guest, Carl Fulton. Good night, God bless.